What is going on, guys? It's Johnny Two Thumbs 17 here, bringing you another episode of my Football Manager 2016 Unemployed Start Save, currently with Stevenage in the championship. Before we get started, I of course have to do my plug party. Be sure to like and favorite this video. And help me achieve my first goal of reaching 50 subscribers by subscribing to the channel. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, be sure to add me, follow my video game blog on Tumblr, and add me on Instagram. There's a lot of mobile-only content that gets added to Instagram that's not posted anywhere else. So if you want the full J-Thumbs experience, be sure to add me on all those sites. The name, once again, is Johnny Two Thumbs 17, and as always, those links will be down below in the description. So today I am bringing you a league fixture against Reading. They are currently 4th in the championship, and we are playing away, so this is going to be another tough matchup for us. But I just really wanted to quickly take a look at our recent form. We have been playing quite well, with the exception of last episode where we had the expected 2 losses against Sheffield United and Wolves. We have been on quite a run. The biggest surprise here is this friendly match right here. We had like 2 weeks off, and I wanted to keep the guys sharp, so we scheduled a friendly against Man City, and yeah, they didn't play their A team, but still, it's Man City, and we ended up beating them 1-0. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it happen because I just sent my assistant to do the friendly matches, but apparently he did an awesome job managing the team, and to beat Man City 1-0 is amazing. Where are we going? I just want to take a look at, there we go, the table here. You can see with all those wins, we have dragged ourselves up to nearly mid-table. We are on a heck of a run. Will not be surprised if we drop this match, though, because we are playing against one of the big boys. Brian Smith has returned from loan, and this is going to be his first game on the bench for us. So we are going with our countering tactic, our 4-2-2-1. Valpala is up top. Burke and Rowe are out wide. Morris and Carvo are our deep midfielders. Potts, Mombella, Leland, Hartman, and Tatum are our back line, and Alsop is in goal. They are going with a 4-2-3-1. A pretty attack-oriented looking lineup, I must say. Based on our sort of formations, I'm going to predict we're going to spend a lot of time in our half of the field. So let's go ahead and get this started. I hate when we play another blue team. At least this isn't, I don't think it was Reading before. One team we played, they had solid blue backs on their jersey, and it was such a pain. I kept getting messed up on who had the ball and stuff. It was awful. We're going to switch this here to take a look at their formation, just to see if they make any sort of changes. You know what? It might have been, or it might have been QPR. I know we did play Reading another time on video, I think. So I remember Drinkwater's last name. It's a very memorable last name, I must say. Nice job by Leland there to step up. And an easy stop for Alsop there. So early on, this match is going pretty much expected. They are dominating possession early on, getting most of the chances, most of the highlights. But as I always mention, this tactic is built to just try to capitalize on one opportunity. With the counter, all we need is that one break, and hopefully we can put it in the back of the net. but we do have a very defensive pairing. Not unusual, especially considering we use... Well, I guess it is, because normally we have Perret as our deep line playmaker, but with him out for the rest of the season, we have been using P-Rack, who's also a very defensive-minded midfielder. But we should be pretty solid. Carvel and Morris kind of interchange as our ball-winning midfielders, so they're very defensive-oriented. So our organization in the back should be pretty good. We should be pretty hard to break down. Getting a 0-0 draw would be more than acceptable for me. But we are, of course, going to go for the win. Interesting enough, so speaking about, getting a 0-0 draw, I was reading something the other day. Let me get this. As we get a chance here, Burke has a shot blocked. So a while back, I picked up this book. It's called The Numbers Game, Why Everything You Know About Soccer Is Wrong. It's by Chris Anderson and David Sally. It's a pretty awesome book. It's sort of like equivalent of sort of like Moneyball. Like it goes into like stats and things you really don't expect. And one of the interesting things that I just read in this book was the idea that that keeping a clean sheet is more valuable than scoring one goal. And so what they did is they did this study to try to see, what was better, if an offensive style or defensive style of soccer, was sort of which one was preferred, which one was better. Obviously, we all like, attacking soccer, the beautiful game. Love watching, Barca style. I mean, they have like probably the best forward three in the world. And so it's kind of looking at that to see if our preference for attacking soccer is actually warranted. And what they found out is that scoring one goal on average gives you a little bit more than a point per game, whereas keeping a clean sheet gives you over an average of over 2 points per game, if that sort of makes sense. So it's kind of this idea that keeping a clean sheet is more beneficial to scoring points than scoring one goal. Let's tell them to keep it up. Which, it kind of makes sense when you think about it. If you draw 0-0 with a clean sheet, you get a point. If you win 1-0 with a clean sheet, you get 2 points. So you can kind of see how that sort of makes sense. They could kind of average. I said 2 points. You get the 3 points if you won 1-0 and keep the clean sheet. So you kind of see how it could average to get the 2 points per clean sheet. And so it's pretty interesting. I think it ended up being something like you would need to score 2 games per match in order to equal the sort of keeping of a clean sheet. At the end of all of it, the determination was the best approach is balanced. You need to have an attacking threat and be solid defensively. But it was really interesting, especially for a club like Stevenage, just newly promoted to the championship, predicted to finish last in the group. No one expects us to be dominant out there, to be winning matches 2-0, 3-0, things like that. You expect a lot of the lower teams to kind of park the bus And in a sense, it's actually a pretty sound strategy, especially against, bigger, more attacking teams, I guess. Anyways, in the comments, let me know what you think about that. What do you think about the idea that a clean sheet is worth more than a single goal? Should emphasize that it is a single goal that we're comparing it to. So it's the idea that not conceding a goal is more important than conceding a goal. At least initially the first goal. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Do you guys buy into that? Do you guys think that attacking is more important? Would you rather have a sound defense? Obviously, I think being balanced is the best approach, because you have to take care of business on both ends. And that's really something that, I've noticed we struggle with in this save, is that we have a superb midfield. They are constantly among our best performers. We do not score a lot of goals. And so I think with this team, with the way it's currently built, until we get a better sort of attack force, I think it's really important for us to not concede. And our back three central defenders have not been great throughout the course of the season. They are having a pretty good game, or at least Leland's having a good game this match. But over the course of the season, they have not been very good. And I think that's why we've dropped a lot of points. It is for the simple fact that we cannot keep clean sheets. So that may be an approach I was thinking about this off season, is really to strengthen our back three central defenders, and then to sort of build off of that. Hopefully any of that makes sense. Just kind of rambling. Oh, foul Paula. Again, same as last video. He must have poor balance or something. He is a strong guy, but that is now 3 matches that we've seen on video where he has just gotten out, muscled it out, and pushed down to the ground. We're handling their chances pretty well here. Alsop, get back up. There he goes. Good job by our 2 guys that are double teaming the ball with our goalkeeper on the ground, preventing that sort of garbage goal. So far, we are looking mighty good. And this is really what we want to expect from this match, is just to grind out a 0-0 draw. But yeah, hopefully my rambling here made sense. And I don't know, it's just food for thought. So 2 minutes of extra time now, going quickly. Nearing the last minute of play here. We are holding on to a 0-0 draw for the time being. And that should do it. The final whistle should blow any second now. And there it is. 0-0 draw away against the 4th place team. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see what it does to the table. We move nowhere. Reading actually moved up to 2nd with that draw. So a good match for us. We'll have to take a look at the schedule. I know I say that every time. I probably should pay more attention to the schedule, but I don't. So I'll have to take a look to see if there's any interesting matches coming up. A pretty boring game, to be honest, but a 0-0 draw is really what we were aiming for. Didn't expect to win, but we do get the point. We do stay in our position at the table, at 14th. So that is good. We are setting ourselves up in a good position to stay up this season. We've broken the 50-point barrier, which is throughout the season, all our interviews have been like, oh, you need 50 points to avoid relegation, blah, 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 blah. So we got past that. Things are looking good. We should stay up. This should bode well for the future. So until the next episode, guys, I am Johnny Two Thumbs 17. Be sure to like and favorite this video. Help me achieve my first goal of 50 subscribers and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram. The name on all those sites is Johnny Two Thumbs 17. And as always, those links are down below in the description. This has been quite an episode. Nice to just kind of talk. Not sure if anything that I said made any sense. If I did, if I did a halfway decent job of trying to explain the concept that I was talking about. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on it. If you need me to clarify something, I will, and definitely check out this book. It's pretty awesome. Again, it's called The Numbers Game, Why Everything You Know About Soccer is Wrong, by Chris Anderson and David Sally. It's a really good read. You guys should check it out. All right then. Peace.